That is now where 24 hours I wish, but then it was never. During the subject period, we have said, based on the code of conduct of journalistic and mass media, the report therefore failed basic test of journalistic ethics and standard, and was stranded in what seemed to be a deliberate, malicious attempt to discredit and humiliate the National Police Service. We can only conclude, therefore, that this is also aimed at creating public pandemonium over the management of the security sector. It was not only false, but injurious to the stability of the country. The reporting, therefore, amounts to abuse of media freedom as stipulated in the Constitution and the Media Act of Kenya 2013. The unprecedented reforms in the National Police Service are provided zero tolerance approach to any malpractice as stipulated in the service standing orders, including all manner of malpractice, including corruption and all that. They have also promoted transparency, responsibility, and accountability to citizens, and accountability to every police kit that is provided to us. We shall demonstrate to you a firm nature of accountability. That is one of the most guarded tool of duty that ever a police officer. And from the training, and for some of you who have visited during training in our various training colleges in the city, you may see the training of a firearm, how it is undertaken. They have also promoted transparent responsibility, as I've demonstrated, and I can say the timing and manner of the report, therefore, appears to be an attempt to create tension and disharmony between the police and civilians. The Inspector General, in consultation with the National Police Service Commission, has never hesitated to take stern and immediate action against any officers found violating the National Police Service standing orders. Further, if the media also are hesitant to approach the National Police Service on this matter, it could have at least approached Internal Affairs Unit, which is fairly independent. Then, if it's not Internal Affairs Unit, then the Dependent Police Oversight Authority, which is absolutely independent and at liberty to investigate any malpractice as far as the police criminality is concerned. That's where we have failed to take action. All these two agencies have anonymous reporting and information system, where once you give the information, nobody who can know who gave the information for purposes of protection and confidentiality. None of these avenues, which were utilized by the reporters who went to investigate and heard this story. The allegations made in this report are extremely serious. Extremely serious. It is also apparent that crimes relating to unlawful possession of firearms may have been committed in the context of this report. In this regard, and pursuant to the provision granted by Section 52 of the National Police Service Act, we shall be asking the editorial director, Director Strategy Innovation, and other relevant reporters of the Royal Media Service to at least come and give us more insight to this report in pursuit of the criminals who have been harboring these weapons here. We have no idea what atrocities these weapons could have committed. For the entire period which they have been kept there, today we could be giving a story that this is exactly these weapons could have committed. First of all, is to thank Royal Media Service because they have committed themselves in a letter which they surrendered the weapons and the uniforms which were gathered to us here. And if you see this letter, the entire story was that the police were behind this and the ones who gave out the weapons and the uniform. We were the accused. The police. We are the ones who are the owners of this. We are the ones who give them to criminals. If you look at this letter of surrender, It shows 8 items, but if you see like AK-47, surely, in all fairness, to say it's for a police farm, it could be having a police identification serial number, which they have confirmed belong to a police. And even if it was deleted, we could be seeing not only the direction of the serial number, but the direction of the police identification. The expert is here. I'm going to show you, neither even the pistol, which actually I've seen it today in my lifetime. This is the first time I'm seeing that kind of a pistol. And then, again, why I thank the royal media, they have said we remain available to answer any questions that you may have on this matter. Thank you so much. Because now we shall be seeking your assistance so that we can go to the bottom of this matter. And one thing which I may say before now I come and ask the expert really to demonstrate to you. We, as the National Police Service, members of the Fourth Estate, to be sincere, at any given, I don't know when I was ever approached, the Inspector General was ever approached for us to collaborate in this kind of operation. This was a fantastic job, fantastic. I only actually say, God forbid, when they went around there to risk, which is I appreciate, what about the risk if these people could have turned against them? You have no idea about criminals. They're only driving by that price, the stipend behind the motivation. If it could have turned tragic, how could we have accounted to a brother or sister in the event? It just happened wherever it was happening. Because we are bound by the law. We have sat with you people many times saying how we can collaborate. Then if we could say we came to seek collaboration on this operation and refused, at least even now I will not be standing with your presence here because I will be full of shame. And we have done so many operations with the media. You are the voice of the voiceless. You are the eyes of those who cannot, even if they say they can't, they say they saw. You are the people we depend on. We have always were encouraging. Let us, for the security and safety of this country, it's in our hands. There is no day we have said that we have the upper hand. No, no, no. The other day when I was telling you, your pen and notebook is mightier than these weapons you are seeing here. We never refuse to be embedded in any operation that you have. For us, for almost all the operations, most of them which we do, we always call you on board. Please, let's go there. We even have hammered you, bulletproof, hammered headgear, and all that. We put in our aircraft, we put in our vehicles, and we go for the operation. This could be a fantastic operation if at least you put us on board. Fantastic. We won't be celebrating around because up to now we have no idea the crime these people could have committed. This is what we could be celebrating as fantastic journalists, of which we really encourage you. If another come, please come to us. We have the OCSs are down there, officers from the DCI, and the senior officers, we are there. We are there for you. If we return you back, then you have other means to do things because you have to account to the public. So, for now, I want to say about the uniform before I come to the weapons. First of all, is to acknowledge how many police officers have we arrested collaborating with the criminals. We shall be the last people to say that some band elements never collaborate with the criminals. Surely, we can't dare say that. All over the world, we have our own band happos. And we have demonstrated this. We have never taken a police officer who collaborates with a criminal, who gives firearms or hires them. We have never asked for a camera session in court. Even we alert you, we are going to be taking them to court. Please come and be with us. We want to expose them. And we have never hesitated. We share with you, our own police officers. If I can count how many cases, just the other day, even we have another case of Kiambu here, and another, there are so many cases which you can account for. You are my witnesses. Which commander can dare cover a police officer who gives a criminal a firearm? Which commander? And we are going to be told how these things are accounted for. Which commander? I shan't have to brief in me, because we are the ones who arrest them. We have our ballistic expert based in the DCI headquarters. We have our chief hammer based at police headquarters. They track these firearms in the morning and in the evening. Any missing firearm to us is a cause for attention for all of us. Danger is outside there. If we miss a single firearm, which we cannot account for a single day. So, we have mechanism. And that's why we arrest the police officers, they are sacked, and then they are given the punishment which is due for them, other than the National Police Service and in court. We display them for you to see. So, let me say about the uniform. We can't say that surely this uniform could not, because to date, when the story was given, and if I can say the statement of the reporter who did all this work, there is no one he is actually stating that this uniform or that those firearms belong to the police. There is none. There is a statement here. There is nothing committing themselves that these belong to the police. The semblance and all that. We have seen how many criminals we arrest. Day in, day out. We are the people who cover. We are the people who we come even to refer some things from. And we have seen even them, some of them stopping motor vehicles, going to rob people at night with the police uniform. There is nothing new there and we can't deny. But we trace them, arrest the concerned police officers, and then they get their due process in court and they are punished appropriately. But now when you just tell us you got them from the police, you can't assist us with which that police. Because we need to punish that police officer. Then you say it's by the which evidence are you telling us? Other than sensationalizing the matter and making the national police to lose confidence in the public they serve. Some of the t-shirts here, if you go to the market here, you are going to buy those t-shirts. How do we even tell that t-shirt belongs to a police officer? Surely, simply because it's blue. If you go to any tailor today, some of these things, you are going to make them. You are going to make them. I'm not giving any excuse for your information. We are saying just in the event, the time we are embedded us, where actually we are allowed to have you or somebody, an agent or an informer, to go and induce an offense so that we can catch the criminal and recover. We do it together. Even me, I can go and get 2 or 3, those who want to commit a crime, and I go and yes, we are going, quicker. That's the time now we happen to get these criminals. We work together. So this uniform, that is exactly the way we could be now saying we have in custody those people who are selling police issue. Because these are things which can be gotten from anywhere. Even somebody could have gotten from the distance, from the police officers there. How many police have we wrote in MBC? I'm not giving any excuse, but I'm only trying, in the absence of any evidence, to pin this is the police officer who gave this uniform. Where do you leave us? Now, if you come to the handicrafts, today if you go to county and civilian kind of security agencies, they have handicrafts. The tenders for the handicrafts, they are given to civilians. They are the ones who issue, who supply the handicrafts. It's not a big issue with the handicrafts. They can be gotten anywhere. But we are equally not refusing. It could be very good. It could have come from us. Who issued it? If now, for example, if it has the part number, then you could have given us an opportunity to go and investigate to tell you, well done, thank you so much. Do you see, this handcuff was issued to this police station or prison or any other security agency. We have so many of those who use, handcuffs. Kenya Forest, and all those who deal with matters to do with arrest and all that. They have handcuffs. Now we could be talking about accountability, a well-done job, which actually we collaborated together. Now we can't tell where that handcuff is from. But now it's being told that is the police issue with no evidence. Now, with that, I'm going now to call the ballistic expert. Let them now show you part by part. It's good, because now we are the people who depend to educate the public. Also for you people to know. So that next time, when it happens, please, we are in one page and we are reading from the one script, and we are going to assist this country as far as safety and security is concerned. So Please, the ballistic expert, Mr. Mongera, kindly do the entire demonstration and show them exactly what happened. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The ballistic these firearms today, and they were able, for this firearm, they were able to know is a 5.56 assault rifle, mainly from China. And it's a copy of the Russian AK-47 assault rifle. We went further to check the serial number, and we found that the serial number is not there. But we stripped the firearm, and we were able to look for other numbers, which we call party numbers. Which we call party numbers. And in these party numbers, we were able to find in the receiver cover, this is what we call receiver cover, we have number 41200. In the return spring guide, we have number 39601. In the boarded carrier, we had number 68519. And in the board, we have H4552. Normally, a firearm serial number is located on the left side on the left side, and the part numbers are stamped on other parts, these parts, and the last serial number, the last digit of the serial number is stamped to these other parts. Point that these parts had different numbers, meaning that these parts came from different firearms. I have a gun, official firearm from the police, and the serial number here is 5424477. If I strip this gun and look for the party numbers, you'll find the last numbers, the last 5 numbers are stamped to each and every part of this gun. For example, the return spring, you find it is 24477, which is the last 5 digits of this AK-47 assault rifle. So all the parts have been stamped those last digit of the serial number. And also it has police markings which are written in this AK-47 assault rifle. You find it is written KE-KP 5424477, so that you are able to know it is from the government. But this one has no such markings, meaning that this firearm does not belong to the government or to the police. Further, the ballistic experts were able to examine the firearm, and they found that it has some modification or decorations. There are 20 spear pins which are installed on the pistol, on the grip of this AK. And also there is a copper wire wound on the cleaning rod. From my experience as an examiner, these type of firearms, we get them from the northern eastern parts of Rift Valley, especially from the Castro rustling areas, where individuals mark their firearms uniquely. We add another firearm, which is a Kra firearm, Kra pistol, made from Turkey. This is a baby pistol. Normally we get them from the criminal world. It's a Kra pistol. Normally, recently, we have been getting this type of firearms from the criminal world. And this is not a powerful pistol. And it's not, we have never gotten them from the forces. We add also a magazine. This magazine of 15 rounds of ammunition of 9mm, and it belongs to a pistol, a CZ85B pistol, which the pistol can be gotten from the civilian world, the government, or the criminal world. And there were 9 rounds of ammunition, which we also examined, and we found that these ammunition are normally used in handguns. This type of ammunition are used in handguns and submachine guns, of which they can be recovered from the criminal world. They can also be bought from licensed gun dealers and so on. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, we are going to take you through, this is for purposes of running so that you can, on our behalf, please educate the public in case of any information which may come from their way. Now, we are going to ask our chief firearms Amara to take you through the accountability of our farm. When I told you Rusing 1, we spent sleepless night until we establish where that farm is. Please.
Firearms are accounted for at different levels from the time of acquisition, and we always maintain records of the same. On receipt of firearms from overseas, because normally we procure from overseas, we have a master ledger where we enter all firearms which have been acquired by the government. This is what we call the master ledger. We have several at our headquarters containing various firearms which have been acquired since the Kenya Police Service came into being. After entering those firearms serial numbers in the records, we now distribute them to the respective service members in the field. And here we have a ledger, a sample of the ledgers we maintain containing the firearms as issued to various divisions and units. At the unit level, they have this type of record. Skull and arms ledger is maintained at each and every division or police unit up to the station level. All firearms issued to those units are contained in such a record. These are permanent record at the division or station level, and these are permanent records at the headquarters level. And on the daily movement of firearms, police firearms, they must be entered in this type of record. It's called Arms Movement Book. The moment a police officer gets that firearm from armories, its details and the serial numbers of that firearms is indicated in this record. Until the time he returns it, it is also indicated that he has returned the firearm the way he took it. When issuing firearms to the field, we have government records. This is an issue forger. Whenever we are issuing firearms to the divisions, units in the field, they have to come with this kind of forger requesting for those firearms. And after ascertaining that they require those firearms, it is approved at the police headquarters, and they are issued with gate passes to access our storage facilities. And the officers in charge of those storage facilities issue those firearms as indicated in that approved issue forger. And at the moment those officers who have received those firearms from the field get those firearms and they deliver them to their respective commands, they enter those details in this register. It's a permanent register at their level. And after that, that's when this one is used for the daily movement of police firearms. So you can see how accountable our systems are. From the time of acquisition up to the time you see officers in the streets with firearms. They don't just go to the armories and pick firearms and just go to the streets. They have to record in those records. So at all times, police firearms are accounted for, and sometimes if police firearms get lost or get stolen, a report is made and investigations begin immediately to ascertain, because for firearms we don't spare any time in ensuring that we have found how that firearm got lost, and we endeavor to recover it. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to talk beyond that, but I'm going to welcome one or two questions. Anybody who have a question, we are going to answer.
Well, DCI, my name is John from KBC.
Yeah.
Two questions for you.
Yes.
Number one, who is allowed to carry AK-47s in this country? And of course, I had the ballistic expert talk about bandits. Where do these guns come from exactly? And have you been able to establish the source? And the follow-up question for me is that, by the DCI, about 2 weeks ago, a crime was committed against a member of media, the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, and from the reports you got is gun similar to this one. So have you been able to establish what kind of gun was used that time, and probably even update us on the status of investigation so far?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Who is allowed to own an AK-47? If you go to, for anybody, because I know quite a number of you are licensed firearms holders, I know that one very well, and even those who are interested equally to harm themselves, you are people in the field. You are entitled by the Constitution to own a firearm, all of you here. And what I can tell you for those, this is a prohibited firearm under the laws of Kenya. They are only supposed to be owned by the legitimate forces of the country, but not to be under the arms of any civilian whatsoever. So it's already prohibited under law. Second question. Crimes have been committed with the church similar firearms. Absolutely, yes. And most cases we are AK-47 mostly. And remember, this is one of the most available, weapon in the whole world. If you go to the crime-prone areas, Kasura, terrorists and all that, most of them you are going to find them with AK-47. It's the most, available weapon in the whole world. And I can tell you, if you go to the northern part of Kenya today and MBCD, to acquire these things, that's why the government is really battling a lot of war with the illegal, and proliferation of these arms. And even you have seen them being surrendered. Have you seen civilians coming, saying, I'm surrendering these farms in their hundreds? They're being surrendered almost, in weekly basis or monthly basis. So it's not a big issue, for firearms. They say and they surrender when they are given, moratorium or period to return them and all that. So we acknowledge criminals do. That's why you are supposed to be there to assist us, so that we can ensure that these arms are completely eliminated from the wrong arms. Because now we lost our sister, absolutely, because of arms MBCD. It's not criminal. What I can assure you is that the criminal will not enjoy his freedom for long. That one I can guarantee you. It's for a day or 2, 3 days, but we are going to go down with the criminal. That one I can promise. And for the firearms, they always find their way. And you can see now the way it has been demonstrated. This is not a firearm in the Republic of Kenya. You can see from where we can trace it, where, it can be found. So, but it's found, the only people who brought it here, they are the only people who can tell us how they did it and how it came to be in their possession. That's all. Yes.
Thank you. My name is Nimro Tabu from Royal Media Services, and I wanted to ask, what happens to the illegal firearms that are usually collected by the police officers in various parts of this country?
Sorry?
Are they normally, the illegal firearms
Yes.
that are usually collected by police officers, are they normally stored in a central place, or are they found within police stations? And for how long do they stay there? Are they easily accessible to anybody else within the police station?
Fantastic. That's a very good question, and I really want to be very attentive on that, because for anybody who is going to find this information, it's a very nice information for all of us, for 7 million in Kenya, for their safety and security, to ensure that you stop the, usage of such a weapon when with that information and get it. Now, once a firearm is recovered by a police officer, it is first of all held at an exhibit. First of all, the first thing is identification of that firearm. as an exhibit for production in court. Now, when the firearm has been marked for identification in court, the court now rules the manner of disposal. If it means the court, because there are no armor rights in court MBCD, usually they are given to the police station to be given under rock and key in the armories. But marked exhibit, we have where it is called exhibit stock. It is never mixed anymore with other firearms. We have firearms which have been recovered from police officers. Police officers have committed crime, EDC and others, MBCD. We have arrested them. You know, though these cases we have been together with you. That firearm is immediately isolated from the rest, put in the exhibit store until the time the court gives the manner of disposal. You have seen firearms being burnt, isn't it? Maybe it is in that category. They are kept, they are no longer taken out for any use anymore. The moment a firearm has been used in crime, that is end of lifespan. It ends there. They either to be destroyed or, something like that, but it's never. There is no, lifespan or timeline of keeping it as an exhibit. It is the court which decides. The moment the court gives the manner of disposal, it is disposed in the manner, honored by the court. Thank you.
Hello, Bwana DCI. My name is Kenna from People. I just wanted to get it correct. In case any media house wants to undertake such an investigation,
yes,
what is your advice? Do they go it alone or do they go with you? And then the second question pertaining the uniform. I don't know what your comment is, because there's a time the Nairobi officers within Nairobi were ordered to procure on their own.
Yes.
On their own. It was not the government that supplied.
Yes.
Yeah. Just your comment on that issue.
Thank you, Kenny. First of all, in terms, and thank you for asking that question. That's what I was actually asking Nani Atani. When you encounter or that information comes to you, in whichever way, that is now where 24 hours we need you like nobody else. Because now the moment you have received an information where we can recover a firearm, remember that's our job. That's what we have been employed to hunt and ensure that no criminal is in possession of any such firearm. Just the way now you are media, we rely on reporting and educating the public. That's our work. So please, and I'm giving this advice, don't again, and don't be cheated that it is safe to do the way it was done by the people who did it. It was extremely very risky, and God forbid. And at times even they were going to fall under a trap. It's them we could be correcting as dead bodies without knowing what is happening. I don't know how you could have covered. Maybe you are pursuing to recover. You can imagine just a good cause for the good of people you don't know. How many lives you have saved by this weapon the people you could have killed. You are driven by the goodwill, by sense of humanity. But in the manner you did it, you risk yourself 100%. We are there and we are saying this. If we refuse to cooperate with you, put it, and you know very well, there are very many forums. We are not the final. You people have so many forums. Say that this I refuse to cooperate with that, the IG refused to cooperate with that, or any other, commander or a police officer. That's why I was telling, I wish there was a proposal or a request. In fact, when I say how many of you we have gone out together, how many times do we call you? In fact, these are the kind of operation we drive. It's a drera. When we are together, we cover you proper and completely we keep up, because now you are the person who is being trusted by that informer. So we are there for you. It could even be filmed as we move from point A. I know what I've done. At times, even I used to have juniorists move with me all the way to Naivasha. And we do a great operation where even we are recovering, we are doing everything ABCD, and I tell them, if there is any exchange of fire, we have already taken security for you. Even if we go down, please, for you will be secure. Stay a little bit. So we secure you. So this is something so noble that we cannot refuse to cooperate with you. So please, if it comes, kindly engage us. And in the event of any difficulties, you have so many other people you can talk to. Thank you. And then we have talked about the uniform. The uniform, I'm telling you, you have seen even at times when there was an issue, even with the security companies, who were almost having similar uniform with the police. Today, you can have this confusion all over and all that. But no matter to do with uniform, uniform is a police issue. It's a kit. In fact, the moment you are given a police uniform, the moment you are retiring, you are supposed to return, even when I die myself, or I retire, I don't know which will come first. What you do is, first of all, that kit is supposed to be go and itemized one by one. And the chief farms and my colleagues that can bear me witness, EV and an ABCD. Even socks, forget about the t-shirt, it's listed. It must be returned. If it is not returned, even they owed my pension and all, the investigation and inquiry is opened. One sock is missing. One boot, no matter how old, if a boot gets sold, or a police uniform, a shirt or trouser gets sold, you return it and it's somewhere. It has no accountability. This shirt has been returned by number MBCD, and then you are given another issue. So there is accountability. It couldn't be killed. In the event there is no such stringent measures or control measures in place, it cannot be easy, let me tell you. That's why we see these things are not very easy. And when we say for sure, and to go and put a story when we have no consultant, and there's so much you can run from us, it's not fair. Thank you.
My name is Mary Wambui from the Daily Nation, and my question is, has the Directorate filed a complaint with the Complaints Commission regarding this matter?
Sorry, please come again.
Has the Directorate filed a complaint regarding this matter with the Complaints Commission?
Maybe you can remove just for the question and then answer.
So I'm asking, has the Directorate filed a complaint regarding this matter with the Complaints Commission?
Thank you very much. That one has been done by the relevant government agency. That one has been done. So I think we are done.
A question here. Kwa majina naitwa Emmanuel Kilongi kutoka Sasa Radio, na naomba nisungumze kwa Kiswahili maana wengi wamezungumza katika King'eng'e. Nyinyi kama idara ya polisi ni mikakati ipi ambayo mmeweka kuhakikisha kwamba wafanyi biashara ambao wanauza haya makwanda sokoni yanaweza kuondolewa, ama ni nini ambacho mnapanga kufanya ndipo mkaweze kuondoa nguo ama sare kama hizi katika mitaa ya mabanda huko nje? Asante.
Asante sana. Nadhani hiyo ndilo swali la mwisho na mtajaribu kujibu. Kwanza ni kusema asante kwa kuniuliza hilo swali, ndio niambie watu. Kwa njia zile polisi wanatumia ndio tusipate hizi silaha mikononi ya majambazi ama mikononi ambayo wa ile watu kazi yao ni kungojea wale watu wametoa jasho na kukula jasho yao na kuwaua na kuwadhuru kwa njia mingi. Vile tumefanya, ukiangalia tumekuwa tukiimba wimbo kama sire namba tumepatiana, ambazo ukipatiana habari iko National Police Service, the IC3, and where we have already, vile tumesema ya kwamba kuna namba za polisi sire unaweza piga simu. Ukiona jambazi yote angaye yako na bunduki ama anatumia bunduki kwa njia zozote zile, kwa njia ya kisiri, unaweza kutupigia simu kwa njia hiyo ile unaweza kututumia, ama kwa habari yote hata ukikuja kwetu. Tuko na njia mingi sana zile tunatumianga. Hivi juzi hapa ndisa headquarters tuna namba tumepatiana itanga fichua kwa polisi. Hiyo namba hata ukipiga simu it is encrypted, iko na vile imeundwa, huwezi jua nani amepiga. Hata investigator kama mimi siwezi kukuambia nani alipiga ile namba. Hizo tumepokea habari mingi sana. Kwanza tunashukuru wananchi kwa njia mingi sana. Ile habari tumepokea ni mingi na zimetufanya tuwasaidie kwa njia mingi sana. Tumekamata majambazi wengi, ile mabunduki tunakamatanga kila siku. Andire kitu nitaomba, tafadhali muwe tu mkituuliza, tuko hapa tuwapatie hizi habari. Kama mnataka yani tuambie ni bunduki ngapi kwa siku tumetoa kwa mikono ya majambazi, tutawapatia. Na nikiwa ni majambazi wangapi tumeshika kwa siku, hata Kenya nzima, jioni ikifika hiyo ripoti yote, every commander yote atakuwa na ripoti kama hiyo. Kwa hivyo tuko na hizo njia ya kusema mwananchi yoyote pale akiona silaha hiyo ni adui yetu ya kila mtu, tafadhali tujulishe hiyo habari na sisi tutachukua hatua. Na wewe ambao unatupatia hiyo habari, hakuna mtu atajua. Kila Mwenyezi Mungu atakubariki, sababu kwa kupatia habari ya kutoa ile silaha kwa mikono ya jambazi, ujui ni watu wangapi wamepona kutokuwa. Hata wewe ingekuwa ni wewe ama mimi ndio umesaidia. Kwa hivyo ni jambo la kushirikiana wote kama watu ya magazeti na wananchi. Ni tumemaliza maswali tafadhali. Hata vile nimekumbushwa tumekuwa na demonstration hapa, ndio hiyo sasa muone hiyo namba. Yani mkiangalia tumekuwa hata kwa billboard tumejaribu sana kuambia wananchi, na si nyinyi ndio my brothers and sisters from Fourth Estate, please assist us. You are the people who can reach public more than we can reach them. Kindly heed and let us assist ourselves. This is our country. Haina mtu mwingine atatoka nje for his safety and security, but all of us. What beauty. The moment hata ukitoka kwa kazi saa 3, saa 4, kafyu ikitoka, tunapatana pale, tunakula mali yetu polepata, tukiimba, tuimbe, tukwembi. Hakuna kitu ya kuogopa chochote. Sisi ndio tutasaidiana, ndio tupate hiyo hali ya utulivu na usalama. Please, let's be, please, you are mwisho tafadhali. Naomba. Yes.
Sorry, this is a matter that touches on us and our profession. Maybe just give us some chances to ask some few questions.
Yes.
My name is Brian Obuya. I work for the Standard Media Group. And I've listened to you carefully, but there's one thing that I would like to hear from you.
Yes.
For avoidance of doubt.
Yes.
You've said that you've never seen a pistol like this in your entire police
Yes.
line.
Yes.
And you've said that, I don't know which one of these ones is made in Turkey. We did not talk about the handcuffs and whether the uniforms belong to the service. Is it therefore an indictment? Do you feel it's an indictment to the service that we have guns in the country that the country's top director of investigations has never seen, and we don't know how they came to the country? And then secondly, I would also like to know, for us who do this job, is the service unhappy that it was not involved, or they're unhappy that this type of revelations have been made? Remember, we also have ethical issues that bar us from revealing our sources. When we talk to the sources we talk to, it is an ethical matter. Yes. So I would like to know, what is your position? Those two things, so that you do not really attack us on that part, yes, but also remember that we also have an obligation to the, yes, public. Yes. Thank you.
Very good. I'm going to answer that one, and maybe that is the last that I've given a chance. First of all, I say yes. I've never seen such a pistol in the National Police Service as an issue. Do you want to repeat that one 20 times? Now, I'm saying this. I'm repeating. I have never seen that pistol as a police issue in the National Police Service. I've never. So that one, I satisfied with that. Second, about the revelation. Who is not happy when somebody recovers a firearm? It's in the manner that it was recovered, attributing the recovery that is the police who issued. Remember, giving false information is a crime and it's a sin, isn't it? There is absolutely nothing wrong. This is joy. This is supposed to be a national celebration for the people who undertook this one. But to attribute it and say it's the police who are behind this. Fine, even in the uniform. At this uniform were given the police. Nobody will dispute about the recovery because they are here in press. That's why we brought them here, isn't it? But now when we say they were given by a police officer, even if now you are, given the advantage of not disclosing yourself. Remember also police officers, do you know we are governed by the law? We are not supposed to disclose our informer equally. But now when we go to court, in as much as we are protected, do you know all these, most of the farms which are recovered by police officers, they are recovered through informers. Have we ever revealed a single informer? But we must stand the test of law, beyond any reasonable doubt, and we get that criminal jailed, isn't it? So there is what is supposed to be done, other than just covering your, the informer. The other basic part of the law to attribute and say this firearm belongs to Kinoti. Kinoti is the one who was issued with this firearm and then gave this criminal aid. Are we together? We can even forget whoever gave you the information. And the one who went even to that, we call them agents, isn't it? Perfect. But now we must trace it back because now you have recovered it. Now whom do we attribute these firearms to? Now we want to go to court. Whom do we attribute? Here, it's here. We have told it's not even media, is never an issue to the police. Whom do we attribute it to? Here tunasema ni ya police. And they recovered from a policeman. Oh, even if now we are going to tell us to investigate, where are we heading to? And we can see that where we have taken the pain of demonstrating to you, and you people come to us. This is exactly what you could have taken through, free of charge. Na tena tunawapatia tu mnaenda through, hebu angalia, tunakuonyesha from the manufacturer, where it was manufactured, vile ilikuja. And today let me tell you, all firearms from manufacturers. Today we can tell a firearm which was given to Uganda, a firearm which was given to Tanzania, if it comes to Kenya and commits a crime, immediately through Interpol, tunawambia tumepata bunduki yenu. Today, every firearm, even pistol, hizi tunanunua hata even a single civilian, we can account it to the manufacturing level. So please that need to be understood. Thank you. Now, hiyo tumemaliza na asanteni sana. I wish, but then it was never.